because this is a powerful message that I had to not only revisit, but I have to finish up. There's certain things that you do in life where it feels incomplete and you got to finish it up. You got to do it the right way. So this is a second version of a previous show because I felt that the first part just wasn't enough. In addition to that, I had some technical difficulties and so I need to redo the show. I really need to do the show because I need to get that message out and get it out properly. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm happy to say that today I am simulcasting um, with TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. So that's my attempt to even get the message out further, broader, so anyone who needs to hear this message can hear this message. So this is going to be a fantastic message. This is D.E. Wilder, and this is the Hour of Power and Praise on Sunday, September 21st. It's going to be a powerful message. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to give a little overview in a recap, a quick recap of my previous message, so I can bring everyone, including myself, up to speed. And then I'm going to lean into tonight's message. And already, I'm going to lean into tonight's message, and it's going to be a powerful one. So roll with me. I always say that I am on a journey of possibilities. This is part of my life, part of my journey. Part of my life is to share myself, to share good message, positive message, and uplift other people. I live a life where I believe that anything is possible. Not only do I believe anything is possible, but I am living. I'm a living example that anything is possible. So I just want to share that with others, encourage others, lift people up, make sure that no one forgets how important that they are, how enough they are, how much they matter, and how much they can do on their own journey of possibilities. So I already feel this is going to be a powerful night and a powerful message. So let's get into it. I'm already getting love, and I appreciate that so much. Thank you. So previous message was self-love and self-care. The power of self-love and self-care, and how do you manifest that in your life? And I had a beautiful message on different tactics and different daily affirmations that you can do on your road and on your journey of self-love and self-care. And so a small recap of those things. I outline, what is self-love? And, it's a declaration. You make a clear declaration that I love me, that I'm going to take care of me. I'm going to do what I need to do for myself. I am going to position myself to be in the best possible position that I can now show up for others fully be present at my best self. And I made it clear that having self-love and self-care is not, arrogant. It's not vain. It's not anything like that. It's not a material thing where I love myself and I exercise self-love and I take myself to the spa and I always buy myself something nice. Those things are nice, those things are beautiful, but that's not what we're talking about. What we're talking about is something much deeper. In fact, it has very little to do with material things and everything to do with your spirit, your soul, inner peace. Those things that you can't see, things that you can't touch, things that you can't pay for, things that you can't buy something for. That's what we're talking about. So when I was talking about self-love and self-care, I highlighted that there's always barriers. There's always barriers, things that hold us back. The number one thing that holds us back is ourselves. Almost always, when there's barriers, the first barrier always starts at home because we're doing things every day, these small little things that are holding us back and preventing us from having the peace that we need. Whether it's comparison, whether it's looking at it, they used to call it keeping up with the Joneses, whether you're looking at what someone else is doing or someone else got or where someone else is at in their life. Let me tell you, that has very little to do with you. I always, when I had my workshops, my professional development, I always use an analogy of, if someone else was starting out at the same time as Bill Gates, and they had a bunch of friends and they were sitting in a garage with the same idea, with the same material, with the same prototype, the same number of individuals at the same time. And they took all the same steps and they got their first round of funding and they did all the things that, Bill Gates did, him and his partner, and tried to sell this product. They would not have the same results. Once again, you would not have the same results. You will either not be as successful or you will be more successful, but it wouldn't be identical because the number one thing in everybody's journey is you, the you factor. You are the uniqueness in your journey. So there is no need to compare with anybody else about anything, because if you did the exact same thing, most likely you will not have the exact same result. So that just throws out the comparison trap right there. Prioritizing yourself and not feeling guilty about that. There's no need to feel guilty about you taking care of yourself first. If you can't be the best version of yourself, how can you show up as the best version of yourself for anybody else? It starts with you. Another very important thing is self-talk. Too many of us have that noise in our head, negativity in our head, saying things that if you say it enough, no matter how outlandish it may be, no matter how erroneous it may be, no matter how much it may be a lie, you say it enough to yourself and you'll start to believe it. I'm not enough. I ain't good enough. I'm not smart enough. I can't do that. I don't know how to do that. I don't know this person. I don't have the resources. I'm not going to get that business loan. I'm not going to get that job. You say that enough, and that will become your reality. Self-talk is very important for you to manage and control that. Speak positively, even if you have what they call G's yourself up. Say things positive. You're the best. I'm the best. If you can't believe and say that you're the best, how would you ever become the best? Muhammad Ali had a famous quote. He said, I was the greatest, before I became the greatest. You don't have that type of belief for yourself. How will you become the greatest? So I went on to talk about tools of self-care, daily check-ins, asking yourself and checking and being honest with yourself. Where are you at right now? How do you feel right now? How do you really feel? Not the face you're putting on for others, but when you are having your daily check-ins, you got to be honest with yourself. If I'm not feeling good today, well, say it. I don't feel good today. I don't feel myself today. I don't feel like my best today. And then you start working from there with honesty with yourself. Rituals of self-care, affirmations, and writing things down, to-do lists and checklists and different things that you can do on a daily basis that can get you along, move you along as you move up. Setting boundaries, not letting everyone encroach on your time, your space and time, and taking time for yourself. Time to regroup, time to reset, time to rebuild. Very important, very important. Body, movement, nourishment, eating right, resting. All of these things are part of self-love and self-care. What about mental and emotional reset? We can do the physical things, but you got to do the emotional things. Journaling and meditation and taking time for yourself, what we call unplugging. Sometimes we living in a social world, a digital world, but sometimes you got to step back from that, unplug from that. And I like this. I like this a lot. Joyless. Writing down things. I always say this is a part of your affirmation. Writing down 10 things that you just love to do. 10 things that brings you joy. 10 things that you would love to do, no matter how big or how small. And then you start to commit to, I'm going to work on doing those things. If I can't do them daily, I'm going to do them weekly. If I can't do it weekly, I'm going to do it monthly. If I can't do it monthly, if I can't travel to Hawaii every week, who cares? I'm going to try to do it once a year. Whatever it takes, whatever what brings you joy. Create your joy list, because life is about living it fully with love, peace, and happiness and joy. Reflection, encouraging yourself to always be thankful for what you have. Be thankful for where you're at. And write things down and take stock of the things that you are grateful for, things that you are thankful for. And never forget it. And never forget it, because we have so much, regardless of whatever is happening in the world, regardless of whatever's happening in your life. I guarantee you have things to be thankful for. Be thankful. So, loving yourself deeply, showing yourself compassion and grace. Remember, this is the Hour Power Praise on Sunday with D.E. Wilder, and I'm just doing a quick recap of my previous session of self-love and self-care as I go into our power of love, power of self-love, power of self-care 2.0. Compassion and grace. What about forgiveness? Nobody's perfect. So we've all made mistakes. Some people grand, most people small, common mistakes. But the difference is, whether it's grand or whether it's small, is do you forgive yourself? Do you recognize that I've made an error, lapse in judgment? I've done something I shouldn't have done. I said something I shouldn't have said, but you shouldn't have said. But I forgive myself. I'll do better next time. Because in forgiveness, if it's true forgiveness and it's true recognition that something was done wrong, something is wrong, then you're going to make a conscious effort not to repeat it, not to do it again. So therefore, there's a blessing and a lesson in things that we do wrong. Forgive yourself, move on, move forward. Celebrate the small wins. Every day, there's something that you can count as a win, big or small. Celebrate it. Celebrate yourself. And redefine success. When we say the word success, everyone automatically jumps to monetary, celebrity, well-known, wealth and all of these different things, when a lot of time true success in life has nothing to do with those things. Those things. Because there's someone right now who has all the money in the world, but is diagnosed with something that there is no money in the world can pay to fix it. We don't know what people are going through. So you got to redefine the success and find what is success to you. What is success in your own life? You know, if a lot of people took a moment to think about that, they might realize that you're already successful, that you're already winning. So I had affirmations. Oh, that was a powerful session. The affirmation is saying, I am worthy. I choose to honor myself today. I give myself permission to rest and to grow. Whatever you want your affirmations to be, it's for you. It's personal. But say it daily. Make it a ritual. Make it a routine to the point that it becomes second nature. To the point that now you don't even have to say it anymore because it's in your heart, it's in your mind, it's in your consciousness. You're no longer just saying something, but you're living it. That's when you're on autopilot. That's when you're really flying. So these are some of the things that I offered in the first iteration of self-love and self-care. And that was a powerful session. And I felt that it was unfinished. So tonight I got a power pack message for you. It's one that's going to rock your socks. I want you to sit back and enjoy this. And if you could take some notes, that might be nice. Because I think that is worth it. This is Sunday, September 21st. This is the Hour of Power and Praise with D.E. Wilder. And I am D.E. Wilder. Thank you for joining me. I am D.E. Wilder, and I am living my life with power, passion, personal growth, and most of all, with purpose. Let us give thanks. Let us give thanks for all things, but especially the small things. Let's celebrate everyday blessings that surround us. I'm sure if you look around, you're going to see things that you could be thankful for, things that will remind you that you are blessed. Be thankful, give thanks, have gratitude, because that is a big part of self-love and self-care, gratitude. Embarking on a journey of self-love is a transformational act, a profound commitment to nurturing your mind, body, and spirit. It's not merely about fleeting moments of self-indulgence, as I mentioned, but it's a conscious and consistent practice of prioritizing your well-being. This involves a multifaceted approach encompassing several key elements. Firstly, understanding yourself is paramount. Everything in terms of self-love, self-care is about you. This involves introspection, taking time to honestly assess your strength, your weakness, values, and belief. Journaling and meditating are simply spending quiet time. These moments of reflection can be incredibly valuable tools in the process of self-love and self-care. Identifying your core values will help you guide your decisions and actions and ensuring that they align with your authentic self, with your true self. Secondly, cultivating self-compassion is crucial. Giving yourself grace. We all make mistakes, experience setbacks, and face challenges. Self-love demands that we treat ourselves the same way, with the same kindness and understanding that we will offer anybody else that we cherish. A cherished friend, a cherished loved one, a sibling, a spouse, whatever the case may be. If you show love to them, show grace and love to yourself in the same manner. This involves forgiving yourself for past errors and embracing imperfection, because imperfections can show up as opportunities and growth, whether you know it or not. Practicing self-compassion can mitigate self-criticism and foster a healthier relationship with yourself. Most people might not even know that they're in a relationship with themselves. But I could tell you, there's so many people who's at war with themselves and battling with themselves. And that just really shows you and defines that you are in a relationship with yourself. Thirdly, actively engaging in self-care is vital. This isn't solely about pampering. It's about making conscious choices that support your physical and mental health. This might involve regular exercise, balanced diet, sufficient sleep, and engaging in activities that brings you joy and relaxation. It's about recognizing that your individual needs and tailoring your self-care are paramount in your self-love journey. Finally, building a supportive network. This is so vital and so important. Friends and family can significantly enhance your self-love journey. Surrounding yourself with positive and encouraging individuals who uplift you, uplift your spirit, and support you can create a nurturing environment that fosters growth and self-acceptance. The path of self-love is a continuous journey of discovery and growth. By integrating these tools and practices into your life, you can cultivate a deeper appreciation for yourself and unlock your fullest potential. So welcome to the session of the power of self-love. Nurturing your mind, your body, and your spirit.